Hot wings, by the way, with Steph and Curry. Dude, not bad. Not bad, Steph. Pretty good. By the way, the wings at the Hilton Hotel. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to the Hilton Hotel in Santa Clara. Them wings was hitting.
Oh.
You should have seen the way Lubman destroyed them.
Oh. So
we were sharing ranch dip, and I saw Lubman put the entire chicken wing inside the dip. I was like, damn, Lubman.
Is there another way to do it?
Like you dip it halfway? What's the appropriate way to dip?
Well, first off, is the dip communal?
He made it communal.
Yeah, see, if it's communal, you get one dip pre-bite.
Yeah.
If it's non-communal, I mean, you do whatever you want.
But I think he did it. He just dipped the whole wing into the
Each wing got one dip. I don't double dip.
And he just dipped the whole wing into it.
That a boy, George Costanza.
The whole wing. By the way, shameless shout-outs coming up. Line them up, 888-957-9570. Shameless shout-out. Hold on. Let me just get to shameless shout-out, 745. Let's get that out. Shameless shout-out, 745. And it is sponsored. So we got to get that out. 888-957-9570. Shameless shout-out, 745.
You know, everybody wants the truth, right? Everybody wants the truth. Keep it real. Don't be a fanboy. And then you give them a little bit of truth, and they want to run you out of town.
I tweeted.
And I'm talking, like, for example, let me just give you a quick example.
All right.
Me saying, man, I don't know about Jimmy G. Everyone's like, what? Losing their minds. And I'm like, well, I'm just saying he didn't look so good in a playoff game, right? For example, Klay Thompson, beginning of the year.
Well, that's a bad example.
He wasn't looking too good.
Right.
You know, it doesn't mean that Klay Thompson's a horrible player. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, a legend. I just didn't think he looked too hot. You know, and then at times he started to play a lot better, and I gave him a lot of credit. Yesterday, Joe, what'd you see? Yeah, I saw a guy coming back from an injury, and he didn't look so hot in terms of compared to the other guys. Now, it doesn't mean he's you know, not going to get better. It doesn't mean that he's not going to look really, really good and back to where he was last year in like 4 or 5 weeks. Sure. But yesterday, it didn't look so hot.
Well,
why are people afraid to be honest?
No, this is what I don't get. So I tweet out 95.7 a game, reposted it. Sam Darnold was the best quarterback on the field today. Decisive, anticipation, and plenty of zip on his throws. It was Darnold's day.
I thought so too.
Now, I didn't say that he's QB1. I didn't say that he should take reps with the ones. I said the performance today and what I saw on what we can judge off of, it's a practice. We judge practices. We critique practices. He's the best quarterback on the field. And then you just get a bunch of, and I think people just love drama so much. Stop it, Bonte. There's no quarterback controversy. And I replied, I said, did I say there was one? Who's created the controversy? Darnold was the best quarterback on the field. Now we move on. In day 2 of practice. That's it. I'm not saying Darnold's a starter.
Yeah. Yesterday,
he's the best quarterback on the field.
So you and I agree. Christian McCaffrey's a superstar, right?
Absolutely.
Did he even get any looks yesterday that would make him even look close to that?
No.
Not really.
No.
I thought Laybourne looked like the best running back yesterday.
Right.
That's because of the amount of usage he was getting, right?
No doubt.
And you could clearly tell no one is allowed to touch CMC.
Right. Nobody.
He's a superstar.
Nobody.
But if you're asking who was the best player on the field at running back, I don't think it was CMC because he didn't really get any looks.
He's not playing much.
But if someone interprets that as me saying CMC sucks, well, then you're not listening.
But look, no doubt. But, all right, so if you want the truth.
Because he's my favorite player.
Right here. The truth is, Brock Purdy was rusty as hell on his first day.
Yes.
I don't know where he looked great with zip on the football. You don't get credit for 2 incompletions, which one of them you threw, it was a lollipop. It was in the air forever. And the other one was, Now, we'll have Matt Burrows on at 8:30, and we'll ask him what he saw. Because people see different things. When I was walking off the field, Lutman goes, boy, I thought Trey Lance looked like the best quarterback on the field today. And I was like, really? I don't think Trey looked that hot yesterday, especially in 11-on-11s. He looked better in individuals.
He looked great
in team drills.
Yeah.
He fumbled a snap.
Yes.
He almost threw a pick.
I
he
thought
was late
Poe
on
fumbled
one.
that snap, but that's neither here nor there. But keep going.
I'd add the greatest angle on it.
Yeah.
I just saw a fumble snap.
It looked like, to me, Poe jammed it up into like the midsection, and the two of them dropped it. It's on both of them.
Just a lot of quarterbacks I've run into, whether it's high school, JUCO, when they say it's a fumble snap, they always take responsibility. It's on the quarterback.
Okay.
So, but it could have been on Poe.
Yeah.
But I'm just, reporting the facts. It was a fumble snap.
It was.
Trey almost threw a pick. Trey didn't look hot, but he also didn't get a lot of reps in teams because they were using Brendan Allen.
Yeah, I think he only got like 7 or 8 reps.
Yeah,
maybe 9.
It was a little weird.
It was a little weird.
But in the reps that Brock Purdy got when he threw the football, it was not impressive. That was to be expected on this first day.
Yes.
But also, Also, I'm waiting for people to move the goalposts when it comes to Brock Purdy because people have agendas here.
What do you mean?
When Trey last year struggled at times in training camp, we said, oh, boy, Trey may not be ready. We didn't even look at the other side of the field and say, boy, he's going up against Fred Warner Jr., Drake Greenlaw. Boy, he's going up against Hufanga and Gibson. Jimmy Ward at times before he got hurt. Boy, he's going up against Mooney Ward, who turned out to be a pretty damn good quarterback. I guarantee you, Shasky, when they put the pads on, and if Brock Purdy struggles in camp, people who want Brock Purdy to start, because let's be real, there's a lot of you out there who have agendas and want a particular player to start. I don't give a damn who starts at quarterback this season. It could be Sam Darnold. Hell, it could be Brandon Allen. Who gives you the best shot to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. I don't think it's Brandon Allen, but if he does, then play him, and I'm going to back him. But if Brock Purdy struggles at training camp, Shasky, I guarantee you people are going to say, well, he is going up against the number one defense. He is going up against the top defense in the league. Of course he's going to struggle. I guarantee you that excuse gets built in for Brock Purdy.
That defense is sick.
It is sick. Now
that defense, there's not a lot of places to throw.
Now I get
for
it.
Anyone.
If he does struggle against the number one defense, yeah, that should be expected. But don't change the goalpost and not use that excuse for Trey Lance and then use it for Brock Purdy.
Yeah, no,
there's a lot of agendas being written right now.
Yeah.
The agendas for Brock Purdy is just too much. I'm just saying, did he rush himself back because he knew, boy, if I don't play at a high level, or if I'm rusty, or if I give these two other quarterbacks, and Trey Lance and Sam Darnold, a chance to start at quarterback, I may not get my job back. You telling me if Sam Darnold starts the first 3 games and wins them, this fan base won't be saying, you know what, stick to Darnold.
I'm very curious to see the tolerance level of the players because Fred Warner, we interviewed him yesterday. If you missed that, you can go on the YouTube and listen to it. Did it sound like he was in a, hey, we're ramping up? Or did he sound like it is go time?
Fred Warner, excuse me. He doesn't like the junior, we found out yesterday. But it was all good. We saw Fred Warner. He dapped us up. It was all good.
Fred,
he gave us the Paulo Banchero treatment.
Fred's so sick.
He gave us the Paulo Banchero treatment.
On
Remember
a field of large human beings, doesn't he look like an Adonis?
Right, no doubt.
He's a physical freak.
No doubt.
But yes, he said what's up. But did you get the sense from the players out there that they're in a, we're just ramping up? And no, it was go time.
We've talked about it. You don't get that bye week. You're playing on wild card weekend. That takes a toll on you. Back-to-back seasons. The Niners go on the road to Dallas. You go on the road to Green Bay. You go on the road to L.A. By the time they were in that fourth quarter in SoFi Stadium, they were worn out, especially Deebo Samuel and Trent Williams. Last year, even though you had the 2 home games, that Seattle game was really tough. You got to play a Seattle team. Then you play the Dallas Cowboys in what was a physical fist fight. That was a physical football game. And then Philadelphia had the extra day of rest, and they're at home, and you got to travel cross country to Philadelphia to play a tough Eagles team in Philadelphia. That takes a toll on you. So when you get off to these slow starts, you shoot yourself in the foot for home field advantage. You shoot yourself in the foot for the bye week. And so these players know that. Kittle, Armstead, Fred Warner, and they're saying to themselves, we need to get off to a hot start. We have to beat Pittsburgh and the Rams, and we have to start off 3-1 in September to put ourselves in a position for that bye week and maybe home field advantage.
I just left that field yesterday saying to myself, they're going to give Darnold a start or 2 or 3 or 4 or more. I just think that when you see some of the throws on the field, he can attack certain spots. And I just think that at some point, they're going to go to him. I don't know when. Whether it's inconsistent. I'm not wishing injuries. I'm not wishing underperformance. I know how sports works. And when you're fascinated by talent, you're going to give that person a look. And I have a hard time walking off that field yesterday saying they're not going to give Darnold a look at some point.
Darnold ripped it yesterday. Darnold looked confident.
Am I wrong?
Darnold looked confident. He threw with anticipation. He had Deebo on the sideline for that nice 20-yard out where he was looking right. Boom, looks left and zips it and rips it. And right there on the sideline, it was a perfect throw.
How about the deep comeback?
It was good. And then the next play, he almost throws a pick. So you gotta be careful with Sam Darnold.
He looked really good. And here's the other thing with Darnold, as we talk, context and hey, he made 3 great throws, and he followed 2 of them up with horrific throws into no man's land. But he's also new to the offense. And I want to grant him those same liberties, right? As we're granting liberties for Brock Purdy coming back from injuries and things like that. But I came away, walking away off that field saying, God, I think they got to get a look at him.
Listen, I've been to a lot of practices.
I think they got to get a look at him.
I've been to a lot of practices where I watched Jimmy G. I never seen Jimmy G rip it like Darnold did yesterday in practice. I'm sorry. Those are the facts. I never seen Jimmy G rip it like that.